Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Leadership Advancement Program, class number 2. My favorite topic, and I'm such a believer that one of the most important things in Advocare and the people that are truly so successful are the people that are really, really good at sharing their story, and they have a package story. So the topic for this class is going to be, what is your story and how to package your story? Guys, your story is everything, literally everything. I always tell my team there are only 2 things in Advocare that you need to know. Number 1, your story, and number 2, your sponsor's phone number. Always be ready with your story. It wants to be full of compelling details, and your story is the preview to the movie. So just like the success system teaches, your story and you are the preview, and your sponsor is the movie. So something in the beginning that I think most people do is they have the tendency to dump the advo truck. And that's what I did for the first week. And Robin and Mike will tell you that I was really frustrated because I was just throwing up Advocare excitement all over everyone. And they were like, whoa, Jess. Okay, let's back up and let's package this story. So that distress phase that we talked about in the last video with Robin, when you really work on your story and you get that sucker packaged, it's a skill. Learning your story is a skill. So practicing it, that dump truck that I was dumping on everyone, all of a sudden I took a step back, I practiced, I stopped fire hosing everyone, and things started to work a lot better for me. So there are 2 stories that you have. You have your 30-second story and you have your 2-minute story. So your story sells, but facts tell. So it's okay if you don't have a weight loss story. It's okay if you haven't even made $1 with Advocare. That's the most awesome part, is that it's about sharing other stories and making connections. And, I don't have an incredible energy story. I've always been pretty energetic, but I've got a weight loss story. But my mom, she's got an awesome energy story. My mom stopped drinking coffee. My dad, he stopped drinking coffee. He used to drink 3 cups a day and has so much more energy. And 62 years old and feels like he's 30 years old, and that's awesome. Share other stories of other people, and that's the beauty of becoming friends with so many people on our team and really learning a lot of stories, is make that connection with someone. So when I come across someone that's all paleo or all gluten-free, I'm like, oh my gosh, my friend Robin, before she did her 24-day challenge, she was die-hard gluten-free, all paleo, and she was not looking for weight loss. Awesome, a story, I made that connection. So choose a story that someone else can relate to. And also use your Impact magazine. I should have one right now, it's in my car. But use that, go through, learn all the stories. That is a tool that if your sponsor is not available, or you're in a situation where maybe you can't get that third-party credibility, hey, know the stories in that magazine. Whip out that Impact magazine, oh my God. So I know that you had mentioned that you were a personal trainer and you were looking for a Plan B income, or you said, money was going to make a big difference in your life. This guy right here, he was a personal trainer. Make that connection. Open that magazine up. It's an awesome resource. So kind of now talking about a conversation starter and a transitional statement that leads into that. I know for me in the beginning, one of my biggest struggles was, okay, I know my story, but how do I share it? How do I share it with this person? So having that opening statement and transition is what is going to make things so much more simpler for you. So for example, if somebody else opens a door for you and they're like, oh my God, I'm so tired today. Awesome. A great response back to that, now that they've opened that door for you to go right in, is, wow, I used to be tired all the time. I actually used to basically live at Starbucks. And have you ever heard of Advocare or Spark? Oh my God, you've got to try this stuff. It has changed my life. I don't have afternoon slumps anymore. It's amazing. Here, try it. Boom, spark them up. Awesome. Another transitional statement. Ask anyone how they're doing or how their week was. They're usually going to tell you, especially people I know my age, that they're tired, they hate their job, they're broke. Just get good at asking questions and take the pressure off your shoulders. You're not trying to sell Advocare. You're trying to find a way to change someone's life. And by asking questions, that gets people thinking. And most people, if you ask the right questions, they're going to open up some sort of entryway for you to be like, wow, you remind me a lot of my friend Mike. Or, oh my gosh, my friend Bob. Or, wow, my mom, my dad, my friend Barbara. Share a story, make a connection. It might not be for you, but man, when you said that, I just had to share this with you. Boom, you got some entryways. So the point of your story is to start a conversation, not to get an all-in advisor order, even though that'd be cool. But regardless, it's just to start a conversation and to make a friend. So that's the goal. Make a connection, plant a seed, and make a friend. And one thing that in the last boot camp that I know was talked about is just the fear of talking to people. So how big is your purpose? How much do you care about the promise that you've made to other people and their dreams? Chuck fear out the door. Stop being afraid of talking to people because your story is powerful. This needs to be shared. So don't force a conversation. Say, for example, there are going to be people that you don't get that entryway, or you don't get that I'm so tired, or I'm so broke, or that connection right away, and that's okay. Maybe you just share a spark with them. Maybe you just give them some energy for 2 to 4 hours, or maybe you just added some value to their life and offered some encouragement or some positivity, or maybe you help them smile. The other day at the gas station, there was a guy in front of me that was really, really rude to the woman behind the cash register, and I could tell she was getting all flustered and she was all upset. And as soon as the guy walked out, I was like, that guy was a jerk. I'm so sorry. He was not very nice to you. But the only thing that you have control over every single day, no matter what, is your attitude. And I was like, I hope that you get to get off work soon. And she's like, it's been the longest day ever. I'm working till 10 p.m. I was like, man, have you ever heard of Advocare? And she was like, no. I was like, here, this is going to change your life. This stuff, Spark, this got me off 3 cups of coffee a day, and that tiredness that you're feeling right now, ugh, I used to have that after sitting in a desk for 8 hours a day. Try this. Gave it to her. She got a water bottle. She drank it. Boom, got her contact information. Awesome. Did I try and sell something? No, but I saw she was having a bad day, and by that time that I walked out of that gas station, she was smiling, and whether or not we end up connecting in the future, I added value to her life. And to me, that's what it's about. So stop being afraid to do this wrong and just start sharing your heart with people and getting to know people. So now I want to kind of go into your actual story. So there are 2 parts of your story. There's your 30-second story and there's your 2-minute story. So your 30-second story is more, number 1, this is what happened to me. So when someone says, oh my gosh, I can't seem to get this 5 pounds off my body. So what happened to me? Oh my gosh, I got on these incredible products, and in 24 days, I lost 13 pounds. It was life-changing. You gotta check this out. Boom. So that 30-second story is more just a nibble, or I know Jenny Donnelly called it like your elevator speech. So real short and sweet, or after you share your story, man, actually, we're doing this event on Thursday night. I have no idea if that's something that interests you in coming, but that's kind of where it all started for me, and that's kind of where I learned about this awesome program, and it really kicked off that 13 pounds that I got off my body. Invite them, take them through that success system. So again, some traditional statements. Have you ever heard of Advocare? Oh my God, that's what gets me through the day. Just share your story. Take the pressure off. Share your story. So your 2-minute story, and this is more focused on your business story, so more recruiting, inviting them to learn more. So don't be afraid to pick up your phone and say, hey, oh my gosh, I called you for a specific reason. I'm so excited to catch up with you. Do you have 5 minutes to chat real quick? And then you're going to share your 2-minute story, not your 28-minute story, but your 2-minute story. So taking out the fluff, and this is why it's so important to practice. The first month, I would say, and even now all the time, never stop practicing. Robin was like, Jess, practice your story in the shower, practice in the car, practice to me, practice everywhere you go, because the more you practice, you're going to get so good at it, and it's just going to be like second nature. So people don't want play-by-play. They don't want to know, oh my gosh, on day 3, I had so much energy. I went to the bathroom. I did this. I did that. Boom, boom, boom. They don't want to know that. So we want to focus on your specifics. So there are 4 parts to your story. And what I would do is right now, even though a lot of you guys have probably already done this, I would take out a piece of paper and a pen, and I would write this down. I do it all the time still. So we want to take out that fluff. So the first part of your story, number 1, is where were you? So where were you before you were introduced to Advocare? Whether that be you were broke, you were tired, you were overweight, you were unhappy in your skin. For me, before I was introduced to these products, I was trying to out-train a bad diet. I was running insane amounts. I was miserable. I was so unhappy. And I was trying to out-train a bad diet. So the second part, what did you see? So what really caught your attention and really reeled you in to want to learn more or to want to do this? So I know for me, I was at the gym and this other runner, an incredible runner, told me about the challenge and told me about the products. And I knew her, and I knew she would never do something not legit, and she had a way better body than me. So I was like, okay, wow, I got to check this out. So that's what I saw. So what caught your interest? Did you see one of your friends earning $1,000 a month and was like, hey, oh my gosh, you saw your friend paying off debt? Whatever it is that you saw, it could be health-wise, it could be business-wise, or both. So number 3, what happened? So I know I decided to get on product, and in 4 months, I lost 40 pounds, and I felt so incredible that I couldn't help